For the scratch test, what we are going to do is raise one hand up and over, the other one back behind, maintaining a hook grip. We are looking for symmetry from our left side to our right side, and we want to pay attention to where there could be some mobility restrictions from one side to the other. We also want to maintain good hollow body position, not overextending at the core. For this next assessment, we're going to be going over the overhead squat, also known as our standard air squat. We have both hands locked out up overhead, fingers pointed towards the ceiling. From here, we are actively sitting back and down, working on getting our hip crease below the knee. Some things that we're looking for here is not allowing those fingers to drop forward past our toes, maintaining a good upright torso position. We want to look for any kind of heel shift or even a hip shift like you saw in that video there. In this next assessment, we're going to be doing the toe touch assessment. We're keeping both feet together, locking out at the knees, hinging at the hips, trying to bend over and touch or grab our toes to the best of our abilities without unlocking those knees. Sending those hips back, rounding of the spine, grabbing those toes, and then resetting. We're looking for hip symmetry from one side to the other. This next one is going to be our split squat assessment. So we are pointing at the hip bone and at the ankle. This is how we can measure an appropriate distance for both that front leg and back leg. Notice that both legs are locked out at the top. The goal here is we want to drop that back knee down to the ground while allowing that knee to travel forward over the toe. We're looking at maintaining a nice neutral spine and then resetting back to that locked out position. We want to check for heel raise, control on the way down in the bottom of that split squat. We're looking for symmetry from one side to the other, and if we're looking for any midline instability. This next one here is going to be our active straight leg raise. We're looking at hamstring mobility from our left side to our right. So we're going to go palms up. We're going to keep our knees locked out, and the goal is to have just about a 90-degree angle from the top of our foot down to our hip in relation to that opposing leg. We want to make sure that the client is not bending at the knee. It's very important that we keep our legs locked out, and we want to use our coaching ability to see the symmetry from one side to the other. This next assessment is going to be our front plank assessment or our high plank. We're going to square our hands in line with our knees in line with our toes. We'll kick one leg back, then the other. There should be a nice straight line from the heel all the way to the shoulder. And notice that my shoulders are stacked directly over my wrists. We are looking for their ability to maintain a strong, stable upper back, looking for shoulder stability, their ability to not pike up their hips or sag the hips. This next one is going to be the reverse plank. So palms are going to be down, shoulders pulled back. Legs are going to be straight and locked out ideally at the knee. I'm going to drive through those heels, lifting my hips up as high as I can, creating a nice straight line from the shoulder down to the heel. We're looking for midline stability, shoulder retraction, and making sure we don't have a hip drop, which could be an indicator of some glute fatigue. This is going to be our side plank assessment. So firstly, we want to make sure that we are going to be even on both sides from the setup. Shoulder is stacked over the elbow and palm is down on the ground for a base of support. I'm stacking both legs together. I'm going to then lock out my knees, driving my hips up, and notice that there is a nice straight line from the shoulder all the way down to the heel. We want to make sure that that top side shoulder does not drop forward, putting a lot of pressure on that bottom side shoulder. And then we want to make sure that the client is not dropping at the hips.